Hi everybody. Welcome to inside my house. Today's going to be one of many, most likely, of at-home yoga practice. So I'm going to try and provide these as much as my puppy and my technical skills will allow. We're going to start with just an easy, gentle yoga practice. We're going to be on the mat most of the time. And then we'll do a few standing poses, but mostly we'll stay on the mat today. So we're going to start in just nice easy seat. So whatever easy seat looks like for you. So this is a traditional yoga easy seat, or from kindergarten crisscross applesauce. If this is uncomfortable for your knees or your hips, you can have your legs out straight. It's called staff pose. Nor if you went another way is on your knees, sitting back on those heels. And with these different sitting postures, you may want to apply some tools from your home. One would be a blanket. I love my yoga blanket. I use it almost every time I practice. So this is what you would call a yoga blanket. It's also called a Mexican blanket. I got it off Amazon. I've gotten a few actually straight from Mexico when I've been down to Baja. And if you don't have either of these, you can use a towel, like a beach towel, a fluffy towel, or like those smaller blanket throws that you might have, and you just fold it up so you have a little bit of a cushion. Also adds a rise to the pelvis, what makes the easy seat more comfortable. Another option to have for your yoga at home studio, because now wherever you're practicing yoga is now your studio space. And these are yoga blocks. I got these again off Amazon. You can get them from any yoga supplier. I have Prime, so it's always free shipping for me. And who doesn't like free shipping, right? So these yoga blocks are great. You can use them in different ways. They're great. So like if you're back sitting on your heels, you can take a yoga block and put it between your ankles. And now you're sitting on the block. So you're not pressing down on your ankle, on your foot, heel. You're not stopping the flow of blood or reducing it. So your feet are less likely to go to sleep. So that's really nice. And if you choose that pose to start your yoga practice. So when I have yoga blocks, I usually always cue them in different sizes. So this would be low setting. And then you put them on another side, and that's medium setting. And then up here, well, that's your high setting. So low, medium, high. And then if you need a bigger or a longer extension of your reach, which is what I primarily use yoga blocks for, sometimes you can have two sets and you can bring one on top of the other, or like this. So that's really handy in forward folds and in a lot of other different poses. In camel, it's really handy to have these on tall, and you can reach back with your hands. I have my anatomy, I have short arms. I know I'm short everywhere, but yes, my arms are shorter than the rest of my proportions, so I can't reach things, but I can reach when I have yoga blocks. So these are great, and they're not expensive. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So find that easy seat, whatever is easy for you. You just kind of rock from side to side, feeling your way through the mat, getting centered, taking some nice deep breaths, and then slowly come to quietness. Find the center, feel yourself rooting through the bottom of the mat. Eyes can be down or closed. Taking these nice natural cleansing breaths right now. So either eyes are open or drawn to the mat, or you can close them right here. Calming the breath. Feeling yourself as you inhale and exhale. No agenda here, just simply breathing in and out. As you inhale, just feel that relaxation wave over you. As you exhale, release any tension, release any stress. Start lengthening the breath as you inhale and exhale out. Nice. Relax the shoulders. Again, nice big inhales, exhales. On your next inhale, lift shoulders up, back, and and down. Exhale the breath. Inhale, rolling shoulders up, back, and down. Exhale the breath. One more time. Inhale, rolling shoulders up, back, and down. Exhale the breath. Feel everything melt. Feel things soften. Letting hands resting on your lap. Different postures you can take with your hands. You can have palms down like I'm practicing right now. This is great if you're fatigued, if you're stressed. Just let those palms rest into the thighs, feeling the warmth of the hands. Next, inhale, you can just flip those palms up. If you wish to create more energy in your practice, wish to keep your focus, bring finger to thumb. Either forefinger or middle finger, or both the forefinger and middle finger to thumb. This is really helpful if you have that monkey mind, squirrel brain, whatever it is that keeps you distracted. I have a kitty trying to come in here right now. We'll see if he comes to visit us. I'm going to remain palms down. You choose whichever you like, what keeps you focused, what helps you relax. There's no right or wrong. Your yoga practice is your own. As you breathe in and release, exhale out. Nice. Take a few more natural breaths here. With your next inhale, bring hand to the chest, other to the belly. Bring the physical feedback of hand to chest and hand to belly as we go into our belly breath, belly breathing. It's a really great exercise. Help expand your lung capacity. Help you calm your nervous system. Whenever you hear someone say 10 deep breaths, this is what we're talking about, that deep belly breath. All right, exhale the breath that you're on. And then inhale, breathing in, using the belly, feeling the belly expand, feeling the hand being moved by the belly, lifting the side ribs. Exhale, letting the belly shrink. Feeling the belly button go towards the spine, hand follows. Inhale. And exhale. As you're doing this, the top hand, the chest hand, feeling it becoming more and more quiet. Less movement in that chest hand. Feeling the heartbeat. Feeling your heart, the rhythm, the strength. Feeling your breath slow even more as you continue the belly breath. Feeling yourself calm. Every exhale, the stress melts off your shoulders. Continue with your belly breath. Let's do 3 more big breaths here. Again, keeping it controlled, not holding our breath at any time. After your next belly breath, bring palm and palm in front of you under the navel. I want you to focus on your posture. Breathe normally. Nice natural breath here. If you wish, you can always continue the belly breath. Again, with eyes closed or eyes drawn to the mat. Grow your posture. Feel the crown of the head reaching for the ceiling. Shoulders are down. Feel your brow, your forehead relax. Softening down the face. Soften the jaw. Let the teeth separate inside your mouth. Feel your throat relax. Take that relaxation from the throat, leading down the collarbones to the shoulders. Shoulders are heavy, relaxed. Still nice, smooth breathing here. Feeling your hips relax, the knees, all the way down to your feet. On your next inhale, release the hands, reaching up overhead. And exhale, pressing palms away. One more time, big, deep inhale up, sweeping palms up. Press palms together at the top. In, exhale, bring down the heart center. Again, relax the shoulders. Next, exhale, drop forehead down towards the fingertips. Feeling the back of the head, upper back stretch. Inhale, open those arms down and back as you lift your chest, lift your gaze. And stack palm and palm as you exhale, come back to easy seat. Flutter your eyes open if you had them closed. Nice. Let's do some movement. So before we start some movement, I'm going to lose a layer. And we're going to go into gentle twist. So in gentle twist, I just want to make sure you're all being safe and honoring your bodies. So whatever doesn't feel right, or if you have any pain, please discontinue. You only want to go to your ability. So what I may be able to do, what you see here, or what you see in pictures, or what you think you should do, disregard those. I'm just giving you, providing an example and a demonstration. You're going to go to the twist that feels good for your body. So as we come to our gentle twist, we're going to start with a nice reaching inhale forward, arms up. We're going to reach through the ceiling, lifting the ribs. Exhale as you twist. Now these ribs are up and lifted. That protects the back. Relax that front shoulder. Use the back hand to support yourself. So you're maintaining this nice tall posture from hips to crown of the head. Inhale, release, come back to center. Again, lift the ribs, reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, other side, gentle twist. Still breathing. Never hold your breath. Inhale, back to center, reaching up, lifting through the fingertips. Exhale, other side. From here, you can look over that shoulder. Find a focal point to focus on, spot on the wall, or maybe have a plant in your room. And release, inhale back to center, reaching up, lift the ribs, exhale, other side. Again, looking over that back shoulder, find that focal point to find and focus on. Inhale back to center, reaching up, lift the ribs, and gentle twist. Other side, remember that focal point? We're going to go there again. You can maintain right here, or this is a good opportunity if you wish to deepen your twist. You can add some gentle pressure. Find a new focal point. And release, inhale back to center, reaching up. Lift the ribs, exhale, other side. Again, find that focal point, and you can stay right there or deepen your twist. And inhale back to center, and exhale, press palms away. Nice. Let's go to tabletop. So in tabletop, that's basically all fours. So you're on knees and hands. If you're on a hard floor, this is where your yoga blanket is going to really help you out. This adds a nice cushion for the knees, so you can either have it flat like this, or you can have a double fold. Really nice and squishy here. Now, if you don't have a blanket or a towel on hand, that's fine. Your mat can serve as a cushion as well. You just take it up, pull it towards you, and then there you add a fold. And that fold adds a really nice cushion for those knees. Now I'm on carpet with a really squishy pad, so I'm gonna flatten my mat, so I don't need that today. Again, always do what you need to do. Use what you have. Be comfortable. We're in tabletop. So tabletop, make sure your joints are stacked. So you have wrist, elbow, shoulder, all in alignment. Same with knees and hips. With your gaze at the floor, we start with spinal twist. Start with that right leg extended. Leading with the heel, and either the leg is parallel to the mat or the toes are on the ground. So you do whatever you need for your practice. Followed by the extension of the left arm. Reaching through the fingertips, palms in, gazes at the mat. Abs are engaged. So you really want to engage these abs. We're not sucking it in, we're engaging with the muscles. And then come back to quad or tabletop and then shift weight other side. So now that left leg goes out, leading through the heel again, followed by the right arm. Palm in, really reaching and lengthening through fingertip to heel, and switch. Now, if this is difficult, if you're really struggling with balance today, you can either just do one arm, or you can do one leg. If at any time you have wrist issues, let me show you a great modification with blocks. So sometimes wrists, if you're in a work environment where you have wrists that are overworked, carpal tunnel, if you had an injury, I know some of you that follow me have a lot of wrist issues. So we're going to solve this problem with blocks. If you don't have blocks, take your blanket and build it up, like fold, 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 until you have a bit of distance between you and the mat. And so what you do is you bring a forearm and a forearm. So I'm on medium on these blocks. So here's what a modified spinal balance looks like if you have a compromised wrist. So you're going to extend. So this would be, actually level 1 would be toes on the ground. Level 2, that arms or legs extended. And then level 3, you add the arm. And then you switch. So that's your modification. And if you're on squishy carpet, I can tell you right now, it's harder because everything's moving more on the carpet, and a hard floor would be a little easier. So if you're having a lot of wobbly issues, go to a hard floor. All right, so unmodified. Okay, now let's say you are like super expert here. This is way too easy. Sandy, this is way too easy. Come on now. I can help you. I can make it harder. Spinal balance. Extend, extend, lift the leg, point the toe. Engage the abs. Woo! That will make it harder. And then back to the mat, switch. Always start with the extension of the limbs. Keep those hips square, so hip points are down. And then you add the lifted leg, pointed toe. Oh my goodness, this is really hard. But it's good for me, challenging. And back. Let's do a few more, just regular, going back to tabletop with our regular spinal balance. And last one here. And then let's go ahead and bring our knees out wide, big toes to touch. And then we're going to sit back in child's pose. So in child's pose, this is your traditional child's pose. I'm bringing my butt towards my heels, my forehead's resting on the mat, and I'm reaching through with the hands far up above my head, pressed on the mat, spreading of fingers. But let's say my shoulders just can't do this. That's okay. So again, you're either going to take a block or you stack your blanket high. So I'll show you with a stacked blanket. On a block, it's really simple because you're either going low, medium, or high, just depending on your flexibility, on what your body's allowing you to do today. So get that blanket nice and stacked. This also can be a towel, and you're resting your head there. So this is a nice rest. It's taking that pressure off my shoulders. Let's say it's still bothering your shoulders. Okay. Elbow bend, elbow bend. I'm just framing my prop now with my arms with my elbow bent, and then I let my forehead rest. So that's a modified. So really this is a good resting transition pose. It's a good restorative pose. So whatever you use for your child's pose, make sure it's comfortable. Make sure it's not painful. This is a really good lat stretch. So latissimus dorsi is that big back muscle. It goes from the shoulders down to the top of your pelvis. Take a few breaths here. If you want to deepen your child's pose, you can bring those hips back a little more and then kind of finger walk the arms out. Feel that stretch through the shoulder and relax here. Next, inhale, we're going to walk our hands toward our knees. Bring the knees in, adjust the feet. And here's where we're going to go ahead and come up to standing. Nice and slow, no head rush. And then come to the middle of your mat, working on a balance pose called tree. So in tree pose, you're simply going to be hip width apart with your feet. Now, if you need a wall, come next to a wall, and you can use that for balance. So sometimes we can be a little wobbly, that's okay. Walls are great. So we're gonna be hip width apart. I'm gonna shift my weight over onto one leg. I'm gonna keep a soft knee in this supported leg. So that keeps my knee safe. My hip's gonna externally rotate, and then I'm gonna pick a foot position for my tree. I'm either in kickstand or mid-leg, or I'm bringing it into the inner thigh. My best tree pose is gonna be mid-leg, because that's what's comfortable for me. And then we're gonna go ahead and inhale, grow our branches, T arms overhead, or you can practice Anjali Mudra. Focus on one thing that doesn't move in your room, that doesn't move on the floor, corner of the mat. Whatever it is, hold there, continue to breathe. Relax your shoulders. Another 10 seconds here. You can also clasp hands at the top with index fingers reaching up, thumbs together. And release. Go ahead and kick that out. Kick out those legs. And then we're going to set up for the other side. Okay, other side, other leg. Find that nice supported leg with the soft knee, externally rotate at the hip. Now, one thing that's really important, as you find your foot position, you want to make sure you're not resting on a joint. So see, my heel is above my ankle joint. And when I put it here in the mid leg, it's between the ankle and the knee. So I don't want to see as you pressing into your knee joint. It's really hard on a joint when you press into it. Plus, it doesn't feel good. So we're going to be, what I like to say, put your foot on the meaty parts, not the bendy parts. All right. And then here, find your branches. We're going to hold this one for another 25 seconds. Find that non-moving object. Continue to breathe. And a lot of you get a little too focused and you hold your breath. Continue to breathe. Good. Watching my clock. Keep breathing. And release. Nice. Shake that out. Nice. All right. From the top of the mat. Oh, let's bring our blocks. If you have those blocks, we're going to set those up. We're just going to do a couple forward folds. It's kind of help us with our hamstrings, those of you that might be tight today. So I'm going to start mine out on tall. I raced on Saturday, virtual race, but still treated it as a race, so I'm a little sore today. So I want to honor my body and use my props. Also want to use your props in forward fold as we bring our head down in an inversion. If you have high blood pressure, glaucoma, or any vertigo issues, you don't want to go past heart level. So I'll demonstrate that as we do forward fold. So first we're going to inhale, reaching up, and then exhale. Here's our forward fold. We're hinging at the hips, and I'm going to bring my hands to the blocks at tall. So my abs are engaged. I'm letting my head just slightly relax. And this is the modified forward fold. You might need to come up a little more or add blocks, or maybe you just bring your hands to your thighs. This is keeping my head above my heart. For those of you that don't need modifications, standard forward fold is just allowing yourself to be inverted. Bringing chest toward the knees, can bend the knees if you're tight in those hamstrings. Next, inhale, we're going to slowly come up. Nice and slow so we don't get a head rush. Release the arms, lifting up. Inhale deep here. Press palms together at the top. Exhale, heart center. Couple more of these. Inhale, reaching up. You can add a back bend here if you want. And then exhale, forward fold. Slowly come up. Next, inhale, reaching with the hands. Press palms together at the top. Exhale, heart center. Last time, big reaching. Inhale up. Add a back bend if you wish. Exhale, forward fold. And then from here, we're going to bend the knees. Move the blocks out of the way. Hands to the mat. And we're going to step back into plank. So in plank, you can be in that traditional plank, or you can bring the knees down. This is modified plank. And then from here, either you're in modified or traditional. We're going to slowly come down chaturanga. Or you can go one body part at a time. So that's what that looks like. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Flatten the feet. And we're going to go ahead and press through the palms and bring ourselves back into child's pose. And then back to tabletop. Setting yourself back up to tabletop. Add those cushions if you need to. I'm going to go into cat-cow. So we're going to first take our inhale here at tabletop. As we exhale, we're going to round the back, drop the tailbone, drop the head, round the back, and then inhale for cow. As we inhale, we're going to lift our tailbone towards the ceiling, lift our gaze and our heart. Exhale for cat. Nice rounded back. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. We'll do this 2 more times. Last time. And come back to tabletop. Go ahead and come down to the mat on your seat. We'll bring our feet out in front for staff pose. Big reaching inhale up. And exhale as you come down to reach. So in the seated forward fold is basically where we are. We're bringing our chest towards our knees. So this is about as far as I go. Everybody's going to look different here. If you can bring your head down to your knees, please do that. That's your flexibility. And then we're going to inhale and exhale. We bring the chest a little closer, or we just stay where you're at. Inhale. Exhale. Now, if you can reach your feet, bring peace fingers and grab the big toes. Elbows out. And then you can pull yourself forward. This is a way to deepen your stretch. And there's that kitty cat trying to come in here. We'll see if he comes in for our Shavasana. Next, inhale. Come on out. Release. Bring soles of the feet together. Hold right above the ankles. We're going into bound angle pose. This is a really good one if you're tight in the groin, in the inner thighs. And again, you're only going as far as you're able to. Listening to your body, not ever going to a point of pain. Again, we're breathing through the exercise. If you can grab at the feet, you can come down there. And then you're going to bring the knees down towards the mat as best you can. And then we're going to pull, bending at the elbows. Again, here you can round at the back a little bit. Let the head relax. And bring nose to feet. This is as far as I go. I'm going to honor my body and not force myself farther. If you're able to bring your nose down to your feet, then that is great and you can do that. Then continue to breathe. Slowly, next inhale, release. Help the feet come together. And then we're going to go ahead and lay back onto our mat. And we're going to have, well, I was going to use blocks. How about if we use blocks another day? So if you want to have some blocks with you next time, you'll have them. We're just going to go ahead and lay all the way back. Arms are down at the sides. We're going to walk the feet to the edges of the mat. So you're wide-legged here. You have your feet on the edges of the mat. Go ahead and bring the arms out to a T. Your focus is at the ceiling. Let the legs drop, the knees drop to the left. And then you look over your right shoulder. And then switch. Other direction. Continue to switch. Now, if this causes you to be dizzy, the turning of the head, you can just keep your focus towards the ceiling and let the knees go back and forth, just like a windshield wiper. Shoulder blades are on the mat. And then let the knees come back at the top, walk the feet in. Hands to the side, straighten the right leg, followed by the left. Next, inhale, reaching up overhead. Full body stretch here. Reach, 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 reach. As you exhale, bring sweeping arms down to the sides. Palms open. Let the knees fall. Let the feet fall to the sides. I would like you to stay here for your Shavasana. We'll just do a 5-minute one today. So in your 5-minute Shavasana, you're laying back, letting the feet fall open. Feeling the hands relax. Let the fingers curl in. Continue to breathe in and out. Feeling relaxed. Find a place in your mind, a place that you enjoy, a place that's peaceful. Maybe you're outside. Maybe it's in the mountains where the brisk winter air hits your face. And for you, it just is refreshing and a wonderful feeling. Maybe you like the forest where you smell the trees, feel like surrounded by nature, can hear the birds. seeing the trail in front of you. Or maybe you're at the beach where the ocean is. Hearing the waves crash in and out. Imagine feeling the sand under your feet. And here you'll be for another 3 minutes. Simply relax. Every inhale and exhale, relax and relax. Start to return to natural breath. Wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. On your next inhale, while your eyes are still closed, or maybe you're gazing at the mat, roll over to one side, knees are bent, use your arm as a pillow. Take a few breaths here. And again, while your eyes are still closed or gazed at the mat, bring yourself up to easy seat or whichever seated posture you chose to begin your yoga practice. Once you're in your easy seat, release your hands. Inhale, sweeping arms overhead. And exhale, pressing palms away. One more time. Inhale, reaching up. Press palms together at the top, prayer hands. Exhale down to heart center. Relax the shoulders. Take another breath here. Just want to thank each one of you for joining me today. Please feel free to share this video with your friends or your family. If you have any questions at all, please leave a comment down below. Have a lovely day. We're in this together. Namaste.